The SNL 50th anniversary special is another example of why SNL has been around for 50 years and could possibly continue to last 50 more. If you didn't get a chance to watch the 3.5 hour anniversary special, do not worry. I watched it and here's what went down. Yes, these are going to be screenshots of my TV, so bear with me. After a beautiful rendition of Homeward Bound sung by Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter, we got our opening monologue from none other than Steve Martin, where he has officially renamed the Gulf of Mexico not to the Gulf of America, but the Gulf of Steve Martin. And if we had to change it, I guess it should be that. Lawrence Welk Show is back, and we got Will Ferrell as Robert Goulart, along with Scarlett Johansson, Kim Kardashian, and Anna Gasteyer. And of course, Kristen Wiig as Judy. We then got Black Jeopardy with Kenan Thompson, Leslie Jones, Tracy Morgan, and Eddie Murphy as Tracy Morgan. I can't even imagine how Tracy Morgan stood there with a straight face while Eddie Murphy impersonated him. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without Tom Hanks in Black Jeopardy. I'm shocked, but I'm also glad they did a much more recent sketch, the Wedding Toast song sketch, with Sabrina Carpenter there, given that the first sketch they did was covering Espresso. Domingo makes a return, and with Sabrina Carpenter. The last time we saw these two together was at Sabrina Carpenter's concert during her tour in LA. Not only do we get a male version of this toast, it's also revealed that Andrew Dismuke's character in this sketch is bisexual. He hooks up with Domingo's brother, played by Pedro Pascal. I don't have a screenshot of it, and then Bad Bunny comes into the mix, and Marcel Hernandez, Pedro Pascal, and Bad Bunny play brothers. Where is that sketch? I need the next part of that sketch. We then get the audience Q&A segment led by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, where we get to see all the celebrities in the audience, including Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds with Steven Spielberg over there. People have already pointed out that Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds being exes in the same building together, but also Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian are also in the same building together. And also Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Adam Driver sitting together with a dog. They get an SNL digital short where they sing about how basically everyone on SNL who has worked there has had anxiety and or IBS. And I'm not surprised by that. Second musical performance of the night is Miley Cyrus and Brittany Howard, who cover Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You. A beautiful tribute to this moment on SNL. And also something to note is that Aubrey Plaza has made her first public appearance since the passing of her husband. She was the one who introduced Miley and Brittany. Then get to the weekend update portion of the night, where Cecily Strong comes back as the girl you don't want to have a conversation with at a party, and she is pregnant with drunk uncle's baby. We also get the segment of Lauren's best friends from growing up. And if you know what the segment entails, it's usually the best friends of someone who is a controversial character. AKA these characters usually are best friends with dictators. We then get Alien Encounter with Kate McKinnon, Pedro Pascal, and Woody Harrelson, where Meryl Streep plays the mom of Kate McKinnon's character. We then get a pre-recorded sketch called The Stagehand, where Lorraine Newman, one of the OG SNL cast members, encounters none other than Chad. Jack Nicholson makes a very rare appearance, introducing Adam Sandler, who is strumming his guitar, so you know the song's gonna get emotional. Even is seen tearing up when talking about Chris Farley and Norm Macdonald. And it wouldn't be an SNL tribute without a Mulaney musical, with a plethora of actors participating. Amy Poehler and Maya Rudolph brought back Bronx Beat, with Miles Teller as one of their guests, which now makes two Mr. Fantastics in the same building. And also, Coffee Talks' own Linda Richmond, played by Mike Myers, drops in on Bronx Beat. To be honest, this is the only character I had no idea who it was. I had to look it up, sorry. But fun fact, if you didn't know, Linda Richmond is actually based on Mike Myers' own mother-in-law of the same name. I cannot think of a more relevant character to bring back on SNL in this day and age than Debbie Downer. Robert De Niro trying to strangle Debbie Downer explains it all. After expressing disappointment of being passed on the Super Bowl halftime show, I'm glad that SNL gave Lil Wayne the platform to basically have that Super Bowl halftime moment, given that he did a compilation of all of his hits. And I loved it. I was dancing in my living room to all of his songs. I love the bait and switch that they did for the in memoriam to be rest in peace to all the problematic things that we have done on the show, from ethnic stereotypes to gay panic to problematic guests, slut shaming, body shaming, ableism. In their own SNL way, they could be taking accountability for what they have done the past 50 years. And to showcase that, this show is not supposed to be perfect. This is a comedy show. The show thrived off of being part of the counterculture and being incredibly provocative. And with time, things start aging well and other things don't age well. That's just how things are. In my personal opinion, this show has never strived to be politically correct. A lot of the times they just reflect the culture of that time period. And sometimes they get it right and sometimes they get it incredibly wrong. And finally, I absolutely love that they brought back Scared Straight to include not only Eddie Murphy, but also Will Ferrell too. They made movie references to Harry Potter, Eddie Murphy's Nutty Professor, and Will Ferrell's Elf. And I love that they gave a moment to Garrett Morris, who introduced the final sketch after the night, Don't Look Back in Anger, that was performed by none other than the late John Belushi. Where, ironically enough, in the sketch, in the very far off future, John Belushi is the last living original SNL cast member from season one. And it's ironic because John Belushi was the first SNL cast member from season one to pass away, tragically. Very cathartic video to end on, truly. Finally, the goodbyes ended with everyone clapping for none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Lorne Michaels. I still can't believe one of the most iconic American institutions was founded by a Canadian. As you can probably tell, I've been a fan of SNL since middle school. My parents have been a fan of SNL as well. What a beautiful weekend celebrating 50 years of this incredible show.